You called them the hidden hand, which is perfect. Because if you look in the hood, we don't see them, but we're destroying ourselves. They call us automatons, meaning that they're not even there. We're destroying one another by remote control, man. You understand what I'm saying? So unless I see the brothers in this room and I see God potential in them, that I'll look at them and hate them because I hate myself. And I got to see something in him that will make me want to bring that out of him, and then me look at the God potential. That's the only way I won't destroy him,
right,
or hate him. So they exacerbate the tension. I don't care if it's gangs. I don't care if they use chicks. Right now, they destroying hip hop. Period. They got rap doing what it's doing on its own, but now they're attacking hip hop. You seen Love in Hip Hop?
It's ridiculous. I can't watch it.
It is ridiculous.
Right.
That women with their children watching TV are fighting one another
every day, right?
It is ridiculous, bro.
It is.
It is ridiculous.
And they're like 40. You know that they're fighting every day in the clubs, everything.
Like savages, bro.
Right. And then you look on Facebook, and 200 posts are about love of hip hop. You know, I saw a post today that this one guy said, "Yo, it's Super Bowl Sunday, and if you ain't watching the Super Bowl, you're a fag. Or you could be gay." How does that... Wow. I'm thinking in my head, yo, I'm not watching the Super Bowl, but how does that equate to being a faggot or gay? You know?
Yeah, but you have to understand the whole dynamic. When these women are fighting on TV, we have to understand what John Henry Clark said. He said a man's mind is elevated to the status of the women that he associates with. So if we deal with it like that, then it's imperative that all of us from this day forward raise the vibrational pitch of our thinking. Do you understand what I'm saying? And we deal with the woman like we would handle our auntie or our mom.
Much respect.
You understand what I'm saying? And until that happens, we're going to have problems, because guess what? All of us come through the womb of a woman. And then all of us will return back if we want to stay alive. And some of y'all return back too often. But we all go back, right or wrong. I'm sure y'all been back.
Right. It's in your head.
It's that divine doorway, man. But yeah.
All right. And I had a question. A friend of mine just sent me a question. Let's get on Eddie Long for a little while. Let's not get on Eddie Long. Let's talk about Eddie Long.
How about we talk about the context in which Eddie Long exists?
Okay. All right.
As opposed to Eddie Long. I call him Eddie Wrong.
King Eddie Long. Now, don't forget that.
Yeah, you might have to explain that to me. What happened?
So, he left the church, or the church, they got rid of him. He had a divorce, though. So I guess the church feel he's down and out. They brought him back, giving him kingship. They walked him out just like a king on his shoulders. He had the crown, the cape, and a 300-year-old Jewish scroll. They made sure they mentioned that they read his anointment self. So now we should call him King Eddie Long.
Wow. Give me 72 hours. We could decode that. That's not
right. 72 hours, I'm going to call you back.
And the symbols that are there, there's a reason for that, bro.
Right.
It's not good propaganda.
It is.
Because after you get accused of raping little boys and feeling on little boys, you shell out millions of dollars, your wife turns around and divorces you, yeah, you need something to happen in your life to bring you back and set you on the throne.
Right.
What saddens me is the fact that when you watch the clip on YouTube, there's thousands of people in the audience.
It is.
Okay, X out Eddie Long. What's their goddamn problem?
You're right. Or what's their problem defending?
But hold on. If Jesus is supposed to be the king of the Jews, they say, so what if Jesus came back after the Super Bowl tonight? You think he'd ask Eddie Long for his crown?
His crown?
We got to be real with this, man.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Because I can ask the question now. What will we tell our children after they seen that?
Right.
You done usurped Jesus. You done took the crown and the throne.
And the throne.
Come on, man. We're being very hypocritical. I'm going to tell you, man. And I'm going to tell all of y'all in this room, man, if you're not fathers already, we're going to answer for the bullshit, man. Because the time and day is going to come when your children look you in the face and say, Dad, when that shit happened, what was you doing?
Right.
How come you didn't say anything?
Right.
When you know that's not right. And you know it's not true. But yet you want me to go to church and you shove Jesus down my throat every goddamn Sunday, and you turn around and let Eddie Wrong wearing a wig, molesting boys, and all this other kind of madness go down?
Putting the pictures online.
No. You'll never be able to say that about Professor Griff. Ever.
Right. I love that. So another thing we got going on in 2012 is this election. We got the Republican candidates right now sticking their neck out on the line and try to get, you know what I'm saying, the position of presidency. Even if we all think it's all rigged, you know, they're spending a lot of money every day to state some opinion. What do you feel about that? Let's say
they're not sticking their necks out on the line. You know, that whole analogy comes from how they used to back in the day. You know, grandma used to just grab the chicken and do one of them numbers and break the chicken's neck, and the chicken never know what happened.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you know, they got these machines where they take the food tray and they push it towards the cage, and this chicken stick their necks out to get the food and chops their head off. But they're not sticking their necks out.
They're not.
Hell no. They're jockeying for position, and I don't call it an election. It's a selection. The next president is already groomed.
Mm-hmm.
They already know.
Mm-hmm.
And people fight me on this, but shit, call me 678-557-2919. Fight me all day long. The vote is a scam. And I'm gonna hear from somebody, well, you gotta be a part of the process in order to shut the hell up.
Right.
They already got your ass figured in. They know how many of y'all gonna go vote. That's why they control the voting machines and manipulate them. You understand what I'm saying? So they already got the presidency selected. They know what they're doing. You know, it's about genetic survival. They know exactly what they're doing. They needed a Barack Obama at the time they put him in office.
Exactly.
So I talked about it in numerous interviews, and I wrote about it in my book, Analytics. 20 years of conversations and interviews. I wrote about it. I wrote a chapter called The Obama Deception. You've heard me talk about him signing off on AFRICOM, allowing multinational corporations to go back and recolonize Africa. So here we are, 3-4 years later. Did I tell the truth?
You did.
Go do your research. They're there right now in Africa.
They are. Look at Libya. It's Africa. Look, Egypt, Africa. Somalia, Africa. Obama is supposed to be African, you know, or at least half African. We got to say that he's half.
So the whole concept of democratizing these places by bombing people. What kind of madness is that?
Right.
Man? So I asked the question when the cameras weren't rolling, name one place where democracy works. And it's very difficult to answer that question because the question then becomes, if democracy works, why are you shooting and killing your presidents and your leaders?
Right.
Why is the Occupy movement happening?
What do you feel about the Occupy
movement?
movement?
Past feeling, past a damn feeling. Check the science. The uprising in Africa, Tunisia and Egypt. Then Libya. Then places that they didn't mention, right? Then all of a sudden, that same energy gets transferred to America and gave birth to the Occupy movement, headed by Michael Moore, who's part of the 1%. Stop playing, man. That's a CIA covert operation, man.
I've been saying it since the beginning.
Stop. Anybody can see it. Ray Charles can see that
Right.
shit.
And then you see Russell Simmons go out there, and I'm glad people are occupying Wall Street. You know,
exactly. But he's not the one getting arrested and beat upside the head by the police.
And he's the 1%. Hey.
But
Anyway.
I really appreciate you, man.
No problem. I appreciate you too, bro.
Can I just give the people the information on how to contact me?
Yeah, definitely.
My website is www.pgriff.info. My phone number is 678-557-2919. And you can email me at professorgriffpe@gmail.com.
Perfect.